In 1704, a small Caribbean colony defied the most powerful empire on earth. Slaves who had been whipped, chained, and brutalized rose up and won. They didn't just fight for freedom. They created the first Black Republic in the world, and the world has never forgiven them. This is the untold story of Haiti, the revolution that changed history, and why powers have tried to bury it ever since. In the late 1700s, the colony of Saint-Domingue, now Haiti, was France's crown jewel. It was the wealthiest colony on earth, producing 60% of Europe's coffee and sugar. But that wealth came with a cost. Nearly 500,000 enslaved Africans. The brutality was beyond imagination. Men, women, and children worked 16-hour days under the whip. If they rebelled, they were tortured. If they ran, they were mutilated. It was a machine of terror and profit. But under the surface, something was brewing. In 1789, France was in flames. The French Revolution broke out, declaring liberty, equality, fraternity. And across the Atlantic, the enslaved and free blacks of Saint-Domingue heard those words and asked, "Does that include us?" By 1791, the first sparks turned into wildfire. Enslaved Africans, many born as warriors from kingdoms like the Congo and Dahomey, rose up. They burned the plantations. They freed thousands. And they forced the world to pay attention. From the chaos rose a leader, Toussaint Louverture, a former slave who taught himself to read, a military genius, and a master strategist. Toussaint organized a disciplined army of former slaves and defeated not just the French, but also Spanish and British forces who tried to take over the colony. In just a few years, Toussaint had control of the entire colony. He abolished slavery and established a constitution declaring all men free and equal. But France wasn't done. In 1702, Napoleon Bonaparte, hungry to restore the empire, sent 30,000 troops to crush the revolution. Toussaint was lured into peace talks and betrayed. Captured by the French, he was sent to a frozen prison in the Alps, where he died alone. But he was right. His lieutenant, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, took command. And what followed was a war of vengeance and liberation. The French had come expecting an easy victory. Instead, they faced tropical disease, brutal resistance, and a people who refused to return to chains. On January 1st, 1804, Dessalines declared, "Haiti is free." The revolution succeeded. The only successful slave revolt in history, the first Black Republic, a country founded by the enslaved. But there was a price. Fearing they'd be next, global powers ostracized Haiti. France demanded reparations. The U.S. imposed a trade embargo. For daring to be free, Haiti was punished. Despite centuries of struggle, earthquakes, dictatorships, debt, Haiti remains a symbol, not of poverty, but of resistance, of what it means to fight and win against impossible odds. They told us we couldn't be free. We proved them wrong.